Hi, this is Sasi sharing with you the top stories of today. Udayanidhi Stalin has accused the BJP and ADMK of protecting people involved in vote chori. He spoke at an event in Chennai and said both parties are trying to mislead the public. He even compared them to two thieves working together, one being the ADMK and the other the BJP-led Election Commission. Udayanidhi also said the central government is treating Tamil Nadu unfairly, like rejecting the Coimbatore metro proposal, blocking a statue for Rajaraja Chola, and giving huge funds for Sanskrit but very little for Tamil development. BJP leader Tamilisai Soundararajan has hit back at Udayanidhi Stalin's comments on Sanskrit. She said Tamil will never support insulting or degrading any language. Tamilisai added that respecting Tamil doesn't mean attacking Sanskrit and accused the DMK of creating unnecessary language tension. Prashant Kishore has strongly criticized Nitish Kumar's new cabinet. He said the cabinet has many corrupt and criminal leaders and said that it is not good for the people of Bihar. Kishore also announced that he will start a yatra across the state. He said he wants to meet people, talk to them directly and show how the new government is failing. His comments have created a big political issue and everyone is now waiting to see how Nitish Kumar government reacts. The ED raided the homes and offices of former MLA PV Anwar, his driver and 3 Kerala Financial Corporation officials. They are being investigated for a 22 crore loan misuse case. The ED says loans were given in 2015 using the same collateral multiple times and repayment stopped soon after. This caused a big loss to the Kerala Financial Corporation. Raid started early in the morning at Anwar's house in Edwana, his business place, and the homes of the other accused. The case began after the Vigilance Department registered a corruption complaint. More details are expected as the ED continues its investigation. Strong tremors were felt in Kolkata and parts of West Bengal yesterday after a 5.7 magnitude earthquake hit near Dhaka in Bangladesh. In Dhaka, at least 6 people died, some from collapsing buildings and some in panic while running out. People in Kolkata felt the quake around 10 am and rushed out of the homes and offices. Tremors were also reported from Guwahati, Agartala and Shillong. The earthquake even stopped the Bangladesh vs Ireland test match for a few minutes, but there was no major damage reported in India. Delhi police carried out a major 2-day crackdown on cyber fraud called Operation Cyhawk. In just 48 hours, police questioned over 4,400 suspects and arrested around 900 people linked to online scams. They also covered hundreds of mobile phones, laptops, SIM cards and found several illegal call centers running cybercrime operations. Police say the scam networks had cheated people of over 1,000 crore using fake investment apps and mule bank accounts. This is one of the biggest cybercrime crackdown in the country and the investigation is still going on. An Indian Air Force Tejas fighter jet crashed during a flying display yesterday. The aircraft went down while performing a maneuver and sadly the pilot did not survive. Thick smoke was seen arising from the crash site and the show was halted for some time. The Indian Air Force has said it will hold a full investigation to find out what caused the crash. The United States has tightened sanctions on Iran's shadow oil network, and this time an Indian company is also on the list. The US Treasury says Iran has been secretly selling oil through front companies and fake shipping routes. Washington claims this money is being used to support militant groups in the Middle East. As part of the new action announced on November 20, several firms and individuals across different countries have been targeted, including one based in India. The US says these sanctions are meant to block Iran's illegal oil sales and cut off its funding channels. Thanks for watching. This is File in Media, connecting you to the world.